Hello friends, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to review the camera on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3. So this is the variant which was announced in India. This is a Snapdragon 650 Hexa core chipset powered Redmi Note 3, and this has a 16 megapixel rear camera when compared to the 13 megapixel camera on the MediaTek variant. So before we go into the detailed aspects about the camera and the quality of the shots, we'll first have a look at the specifications of this 16 megapixel camera. It's a 5-element lens with f2.0 aperture and a 78-degree wide angle shot, and this also has a two-tone LED flash and face detection autofocus which can focus in 0.1 seconds. So that's the specification of this camera. And the front facing camera again has 5 megapixel. This is again a f2.0 5 megapixel camera. So that's the technical aspects about this camera. So now let's go into the camera interface. So this is the camera interface of our Xiaomi Redmi Note 3. So this is a typical Xiaomi interface. You can see some options here. We can quickly switch on or off the HDR. Then we have the flash option to enable flash auto mode, then the ability to switch to front facing camera, and at the bottom we have the option to view the gallery and then switch to video recording mode. Then you can see that if you tap to focus, you can see there is an option to increase the exposure value. So you can see I'm just changing the exposure value, and once you click this, the photos are taken, and it's pretty quick in terms of capturing photos. You can see it's pretty fast capturing. And if you swipe to the left side, you can see different filters available. Mono, vivid, a lot of filters are included, so you can select the filters based on your usage. And if you swipe to the right side, we have these options called panorama, timer, manual mode, gradient, beautify, then scene mode, tilt shift, fisheye, and a lot of other options are included. So we'll just quickly go to the manual mode. So these are self-explanatory terms. We have seen this on the Xiaomi Mi 4i and Mi 4 as well. So we'll just go to the manual mode, and in the manual mode we have this option to select the white balance. You can see we can select the white balance and also the ISO. So there is no option in the manual mode to select the focus and other aspects like the Lumia camera. So this has the option to select the white balance and only the ISO. So ISO you can go from auto to up to 3200. So that's the maximum value of ISO. So that's the manual mode, and we can just quickly go back to the auto mode from here. We'll just turn off the mode. So this is the normal mode. So if you go to the settings, we have different options like location info, camera sounds. You can add a time watermark. There is grid lines. You can scan QR codes. So you can set the picture quality. Camera frame can be either standard 4:3 or full screen at 16:9 aspect ratio. Then face detection is included, and default set of options are included. Now if you go to the video recording mode, we have time lapse and slow motion. Slow motion can be used only with HD video quality, that's 720p. So right now we have selected full HD. That's the reason slow motion is not enabled. And then you have the time lapse option. So you can see here full HD, HD and SD is the quality. Although the Snapdragon 650 Hexa core chipset supports 4K video recording, this is not enabled by default. So we already done a video on how to record videos on the Redmi Note 3 with the 4K videos with Google Camera app. So you can also have a look at that as well. So here again some information available. Tap to autofocus. So these are the options. So this is the camera interface. So all in all, it's quite a good looking interface. It's pretty easy to use. If you have been using a Xiaomi phone before, you might be already familiar with this interface, which is quite good and offers decent amount of options and decent amount of modes as well. So that's the interface. Now let's go into the camera samples taken with this device. So first step, we'll see some of the daylight shots. So here are some of the daylight shots which are taken using this device, and you can see there's good amount of detailing in these photos, and they're pretty good in terms of the overall clarity. Colors look pretty spot on and they're vivid, and even the overall clarity looks quite good. The saturation levels etc are almost pretty spot on with in the daylight shot. So here are some of the samples which are taken, and they come pretty good. The colors are pretty much accurate, and Xiaomi devices are known for great clarity in terms of the photo experience, be it even the budget Redmi 2 Prime was pretty good in terms of the camera quality, and that is maintained in the daylight shots which were taken with adequate lighting. So here are the samples which are taken in daylight. So overall, even the close-up shots also have come quite good. So we would say this camera really is a good camera in this price point for daylight captures and excels in almost all aspects in the daylight photography. Now let's move on to the low light images. So this is where we would say the camera slightly struggles with the performance. You can see some of the low light captures with which are taken into with artificial lighting, and there is noise creeping into the photos. Going by the Xiaomi standards, it's slightly noisier, and the clarity also looks quite decent. But again, if you look at Xiaomi's Mi 4i or other devices, we would say this performance in the low light isn't really good by Xiaomi's own standards. But if you're looking at the price point, around 10 to 11k price point, this is decent performance. We wouldn't say this is really bad performance, but going by Xiaomi's standards of having great camera on most of the smartphones, we would say we are slightly disappointed with the overall low light performance. But having said that, it's decent quality. Again, noise levels could have been little lower. We are expecting Xiaomi to fix some of these issues in future upgrades. So that's what we are thinking. So overall, here are some of the daylight shots which we have taken, and they are just average shots, not really the best according to the Xiaomi standards. But considering the price point, this is again decent performance. Now looking at the video recording, as I said before, video recording is full HD. That's the maximum supported, but you can also record videos in 4K using the Google camera app. So this is the video recording, and this again looks quite good. The video recording overall looks quite good. There is detailing in the videos, and they're pretty spot on, similar to the daylight shots. Again, if you are looking for low light recording, this again is slightly noisy, but overall we'll say the video recording performance looks quite decent. And now talking about the selfie camera, so we also have a 5 megapixel selfie camera. So this is the selfie camera. So here we have this beautify mode, low, mid and high. That's the beautify mode. There's no slider, but instead it has this option, and if you just swipe, we have these filters and some of the options available. So that's the selfie mode. You can just tap, and again we have this exposure values, and it takes selfies in pretty good time. So here are some of the samples taken. Again in good light, that is outdoor condition, the selfies are come pretty good. Again in low light, the selfies suffer from noise. So overall what we would say is this camera excels in daylight shots where there is adequate lighting, and is an average performer in low light. So that's the verdict from our side. So if you're looking for great camera performance, it is still one of the good phones in this price point in terms of the camera performance. But then we would have expected a slightly better performance overall, considering that Xiaomi is known for great cameras. So that's the camera review of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 with the Snapdragon 650 Hexa-core chipset and 16 megapixel rear camera with 5 megapixel front camera. So that's all guys. So hope you like this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.